Hello students, today we are going to discuss the second practical for the class 12 subject informatic practices. So in this series we are covering the CBSE Python practicals that are released for the session 2020-21. So here is the practical number 2. In last practical we have discussed how to create a series object using dictionary and numpy array. If you didn't watch this video, please go and watch this video first so that you don't find difficulty in creating this series object, because in this practical I am going to create the series object directly. And in this practical, specifically practical, we will do what we will understand what is quantile, what is percentile, and then uh, we will calculate, we will solve some problems to find out the quantile and percentile, and then we will write the program to find out the quantile using Python function, and then we will write a for loop to filter out the values that are more than 75% percentile or 75th quantile in a given data series. Okay, so as usual in this flow of this lecture, what we will do, we will first discuss the problem statement, then we will discuss the steps to solve the problem, in detail. Then we will write the Python code, and then we will run the code, run Python code in editor and editor and demonstrate. So this is how our session will be. So let's get started. So the problem statement is what? Let's suppose there is a series of data and we are supposed to find all the values of series whose value is greater than the 75th quantile. So before starting this problem, you should understand these terminology. Quantile. What is quantile? If you know what is quantile, then only you will be able to understand which method can help in Python to calculate this quantile very quickly, and then you will be able to find out the value of the 75th quantile or percentile, we can say, or then you will be able to build a logic that will filter out the values that are greater than the 75th quantile. Okay, so in this problem logic, I am just explaining you what is the quantile. Let us suppose quantile is, it is the process of dividing the series of data in n equal parts. Okay, so what is quantile? It is the process of dividing the series of data into n equal parts, and these n equal parts are known as quantiles. Okay, you will not understand this definition right now. We will solve some problems, then only you will be able to understand this definition. So let me give you some example. Let's suppose the data is given like this. Let's suppose data is given 10, 15, 12, 17, 18. Let's suppose this data is given, and this is the data, and you can create a series object because it is one dimensional. In Python you can create a series object. Here we are creating it as a series of data, or you can create it as a list of data. Both way it will be fine. Let's suppose this is the data set given, and then you are asked to find the median. You know the median? What is median? Median is a value. It is a value that divides any data set into two parts. Median is a value that divides any data set into two parts. Let's suppose this is the data, and you are supposed to find out the median of this data. Then how can you find out the median of this data? So median of this data can be find out. The step to find out the median, you should remember: first sort the series in ascending order. I am just explaining the concept quantile first so that you can understand. Ascending order. Let's what will be ascending order? 10 will become first, then 12, then 15, then 17, then 18. Okay. So if how many number of elements are there? The number of elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number of elements are there. Then how the median is calculated? Median is the middle element. This is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element, this is the fourth element, this is the fifth element. Which is the middle element? Middle element is 15. So median is known as 15. So this is the median value. The values that are falling on the left side of the median are these 10 and 12. Okay, and the value that are finding on the right side of the median are 17 and 18. You are noticing that this median that divides any data set into two parts. Here the median is dividing the data set into two parts. So this is the median. Okay, and this is known as the median divides the data set into two equal parts, or we can say two quantiles. If any data set that if any value that is dividing the whole data set into two quantiles, this value is known as median. Okay, here n is 5, that's why the middle element 3 becomes the median. If n is here, let's suppose the data set was having, let's suppose this data set is having let's suppose this data set is having like these values: 10, 15, 12 and 17 and 18, and then let's suppose 100. Now what is the value of n? N is become here, how many number of elements are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how you calculate the median now? Now you can calculate the median by just adding the middle two elements. Here there is no one middle element, because 3 and 4 both are becoming the middle element. So median can be calculated by adding those two values. First we need to arrange this into the ascending order. Let's suppose 10, then 12, then 15, then 17, here 18, here 100. Now the middle two elements are 15 and 17. Those will be added, 15 plus 17 and divided by 2, then it will become 7 or 5, 2, 12, 1 and 32 divided by 2, that is 16. So 16 is the median value of this particular data set that will fall between 12 and 17. So 16 less than 16 values will fall under the left side of this median, and greater than 16 values will fall in the right side of this median value 16. So the median is a value that divides any data set into two quantiles. Okay, so this is a, so you can remember three things. Any, if you are dividing into two parts, then this is known as median, two equal parts. If you are dividing into the four equal parts, then this is known as quartiles. And if you are dividing into the 100 equal parts, then this is known as percentile. So we have already seen how to divide into two equal parts and how to calculate the median. Now we will see quartiles. Okay, I am roughing this whole thing and explain the quartile concept. So we will explain the quartile. It divides any data set into four equal parts, or we can say four quantiles. How it is? Let's suppose a data set is given. Let's suppose this is the data set, let's suppose given, and what is the median? Median will fall here. And what is the first quartile? First quartile will be middle of these two values. It will be the first quartile, and that is the first quartile. And median divides the data set into two equal parts, and then this, from this point to this point, if we find again the median, we will have the first quartile. And if we find the if we see the right hand side of the median, and if we find the median of these two points, then we will get the third quartile. Median is known as second quartile or quantile, we can say. Here the data set, complete data set is divided into four parts. 25% part will be there, 25% part will be there, 25% part will be there, and 25% part will be there. So this is known as Q1, this is known as Q2, this is known as Q3. Okay, so what is it? If someone asks you what is the 25% quartile, then what will be, you will say Q will become 0.25. If someone asks 50% quantile, then what it meaning? Q value will be 0.50. If someone asks 75% quantile, like in case of, for example, 75% quantile is asked, so it will be 0.75. If someone asks 100% quantile, then it will be, Q will be 1. Okay, this will never be asked. Mostly the question will be asked Q 0.5, 0.50 and 0.25. So you should know how to calculate the 25% quantile, how to calculate the 50% quantile, how to calculate the 75% quantile. If you know these three, then you will be able to calculate and understand how can we use this quantile Q equals to 0.25 in our Python functions. So I am giving you some example and explain it to you. Okay, so let's suppose this data set is given. Let's suppose this data set is given, and you are supposed to calculate the 50% quantile. 50% quantile means we want to calculate this such value that divides this whole data set into two parts. Okay, but indirectly we are trying to calculate the median. So first step is to arrange in ascending order. You can easily arrange in ascending order. What is the smallest value? 12, another is 15, then 32, then 66, then 72, then 86. So total n equals to 6. N equals to 6 here means total number of values are 6. Okay. Now median can be calculated by 0.50. Yeah, q equals to 0. Is also asked, or 50% quantile you can very easily calculate by arranging the data set and finding the middle element. So here first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. There are 6 elements, so there will be no one middle element. If the data set would have the 5 elements only, then we can directly say 32 is the median. But here the total number of values are 6, so there is no single middle value. There are two middle values, 32 and 66. So what will be the median here? 32 plus 66 divided by 2, that will be 8 and 9. 98 divided by 2, that will be 4 and 9. So 49 is the value, that is the median. Now someone, let's suppose someone asks, this is the problem solution for finding the 50% quantile. Okay, let me solve it for. Now let's suppose you are supposed to find the 25% quantile. Okay, so finding the 25% quantile, you need to again first step to arrange in ascending order. Easily already arranged. Now remember this formula. Okay, so first we need to find out the term at which the quantile 25% quantile exists. So this is the formula you should remember. The formula is n minus 1 into q plus 1. Here q is the quantile that we want to calculate. Q is the 0.25. Here you want to calculate the 25th quantile. So 0.25 will be the q value. N is equals to number of elements. Here n is equals to number of elements are 6. So n is value 6. Q is equal to 0.25. Put those values. N is what? 6 minus 1 into q is what? 0.25 plus 1. What will be the value? 5 into 0.25 plus 1. What will be the value? 5 2 ja 5 5 ja 25 5 ja. What it will be? One 25. 1.25 is the, let me write it clearly, 1.25 plus 1, that is equals to 2.25. So this is the term, finding the term. So in this particular data set, 2.25th term will be the 25th quantile. So 2.25 term will be somewhere between these 2 and 3 terms. So for calculating the exact value, for finding the value, step 2. This is step 2a, and this is step 2b. Step 2b, okay, in which finding the value. Now 2.25th position at which the quantile or 25th quantile exists. Now you want to find the value, what is the value of the 25th quantile, then you will find using this formula. What will be? T1 plus b into T2 minus T1. Okay, so now where T1 is what? T1 is the term value, that is this 2.25 as it 2. This is the second term value. Second term value, term is 2, second term value is what? 15. So it will be T1 will become the 15. T2 will become the next value of the 15. Next value of the 15 will be what? 32. So T2 will become the 32, next value to the term 1. Okay, so second term is the term 1, third term will be the next term and its value is 32. Now b will be what? B will be this value. This 0.25 will be the b. So b will be what? 0.25. Now put all those values and solve it. So T1 will be 15 plus b is equals to 0.25 into T2 is what? 32 minus 15. Now solve it. 15 plus 0.25 into 32 minus 15 is how much? 17. 15 plus 0.25 is multiplied by what value? 70. So it will be around 4.25. okay, you will be adding then 19.25. 19.25 is the value that we will be getting for the quantile 25%. So this is how you can use these formulas to calculate the quantile 25%. okay, now we will see how can we calculate the 75% quantile for the same data set. Okay, now we will see the 75% quantile. So q value will be 0.75. okay, 75th quantile or 75% quantile we will be calculating. So how we will calculate? Again, arrange in the descending order. We have already arranged. Now we will apply the formula to calculate the term at which this 75th quantile exists. So what we will formula? Formula is again n minus 1 into q plus 1. This is the 2a step, that is finding the term at which quantile exists. Finding the term at which quantile exists. So n is here 6, 6 minus 1 into q value is now 0.75. Last time it was 25. 5 into 0.75 plus 1, if you will add and calculate it, what value you will? Something around 3.75 you will get. 3.75 plus 1 and here it will be 4.75. So the 25th quantile exists at the 4.75th term. 4.75th term is between 4 and 5. So to find out the exact value, you can use the formula again that we have used in last well. Find out the value. In this step, what we will do? We will apply this formula T1 plus b into T2 minus T1. So T1 will be what? T1 will be the fourth term. Fourth term will be the T1. So the fourth term value is what? 66. So 66 will be the T1. What will be the T2? Fourth term's next term is what? Fifth term. So fifth term's values will become the T2. And what is the B? B will become this part. B will become what? This part, point part, fractional part. So 0.75 will become the B. Now you can easily put the in formula. T1 is where 70 or 66, T1 is what, 66 plus B is 0.75 into T2 is what, 72 minus 66. Calculate this. 66 plus 0.75 into 72 minus 66. What will be the value? It will be around 4 or 2, 6. And if you multiply the 75 by 6, you will get 4.50. So it will be 70.50 is the value that will be the 75th quantile. Okay, so this is how you can use this concept to calculate the quantile. Okay, so I will draw a line, and so here if you draw a number line, then you will see this will be the 0.50 means and this will be the 0.25 and this will be the 0.75. so this is how the quantiles divide the any data set into 4 equal parts if we are using the concept quartile. Quartile means dividing into the 4 equal quantiles. Okay, so we have calculated. How can we calculate the 0.50 means median, 0.75, 0.25 quantile values and their formulas. To I am just noting down the formula here to find out the term. You can use this formula, n minus 1 into q plus 1, and second one is to find out the value at term. We will get apply formula T1 plus B into T2 minus T1. Okay, so this is how you can apply these formulas to calculate the quantiles of different values, like q equals to 0.25, q equals to 0.50 and q equals to 0.75. now that was process we need to do to calculate the quantile. The series object or pandas series data structure already provide a method to us to calculate the quantile very easily using applying the method quantile, and we will just pass the value q equals to 0.25 to calculate the quantile 25th quantile. We will pass q equals to 0.50 to calculate the 50% quantile or 50th quantile, or q equals to 0.75 if you want to calculate the 75th quantile. It is very easy to calculate using this function. I have already told how to calculate the quantiles for your just sake of the awareness. Now we will see how can we write the program. Okay, we will see how to solve this problem step by step, and then we will write the code. Okay, so we will see here steps. First step is what? Create a series object of any data set, then you need to calculate the 75th quantile using quantile function of the pandas series. We will see this function when we write the code. Third step, we will apply. Now the problem is what? We need to find out the 75th quantile value, and then we need to print all the values that are having the value greater than 75th quantile. This is the problem. So now we know the quantile after the second step. Now we will filter the values from the list that have the values greater than 75th quantiles value. So we will apply for loop for iterating all the values of series object, and inside for loop we will check whether value is greater than 75th quantile value, that is calculated in step 2. Okay, if greater, then print. Printing. Okay, this is how this program will be written. Now we know how what is quantile, how to calculate the quantile, and using the Python function, and then we will apply the for loop for iterating all the values, and then we will filter out the values that are having the value greater than 75th quantile. Now we will write the Python code into the next slide. Okay. So here I am writing the Python code. First of all, I need to import pandas as pd. Second line, what you need to write, you need to create a series object. Okay, you need to create a series object. Okay, we will have some values. Those values I am taking from this notepad. Okay, so I am creating a series object. Let's suppose I can create the series object using NumPy array. So I can create it through NumPy array, or directly I can create it. Let me do it directly, or let's create the NumPy array so that it will be revision for you. Import NumPy as np, and then we will create some array, np dot array, and then we will pass some data. Let's suppose 42, 12, 72, 85, 56 and 100. Let's suppose this data. Then we will create some series object. Let's suppose series 1 equals to pd dot series method. You know, in our last video I have explained how can we create the series object. I am just passing this, and now we will calculate the quantile. So quantile value, let's suppose I am taking the quantile value variable, and I want to calculate the 75th quantile. So you can use the key equals to 0.75 as I explained. So now series 1 dot quantile function is basically used to calculate the quantile. We need not to follow the step that I have explained, because there is a ready-made function for that. I am just want to explain the concept so that you can get the idea of the quantile. Now this will return the 75th quantile value. Okay, that we have used the process to calculate the 75th quantile value. We need not to do this process. This process is already done by this quantile function. Now we need to filter out the value that have the greater than 75th quantile. So using the for loop you can do. Let me do the calculation for you. Okay, let me calculate the 75th quantile here so that you can understand. So for calculating the 75th quantile, what need to do? First sort this data frame. Sorting this data frame will be what? 12. Then what will be the value? 42. Then what will be the value? 56. Then what will be the value? 72, then what will be the value? 85, then what will be the value? 100. So here the 6 values and will become the 6. Now this is the step 1. In step 2, what we will do? We will apply the formula to find out the term. Find out the term. Okay. Here you can say this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, we will fourth term, this is the fifth term, this is the sixth term. We need to find out the term of 75th quantile. Okay, 75th quantile. So for that I have explained the formula: n minus 1 into q plus 1. Here n is 6. So 6 minus 1 into q is what? We need to calculate the 75th quantile. So q value will be 0.75. Remember this: 0.75 plus 1. Here will be 5 into 0.75 plus 1. 5 5 ja 25, 5 3.75 plus 1, that will be 4.75. 4.75th term where the your 75th quantile lies. So it will be lies somewhere here between there. To find out the value, we need to do one more step. Find out the value. What was the formula? T1 plus B into T2 minus T1. So where T1 is what? T1 is what? Fourth term. T1 is what? Fourth term value. Fourth term value is what? This is the first, second, third, fourth term value is 72. T1 is 72. T2 is what? Next fifth term value. Next after fourth. Next after fourth is fifth term. So fifth term value is 85. B is what? B is this 0.75. So B value is 0.75 here. Put into this formula: 72 plus 0.75 into 72 minus 85. You will get some value here. 72 plus 0.75 into 72 minus 85 is what? We are having this value will be around 82 minus actually T2 minus 21. So here it will be the 85 and here it will be 72. Okay, sorry this for this mistake. So what will be the difference? 8 or 5? 13. So multiply the 75, somewhere around 9.75 will be the value, 9.75, and final value will be added with the 72. So 72 plus what will be the 9? 72 plus 9 is 81.75. So 81.75 will be the value of the quantile. Okay, so this quantile value function will have the 81.75. okay, now what is your task? Your task is to find out the values that are greater than this 81.75. okay, so for that purpose you need to write the for loop, and we can write here for loop to iterate. You should know for loop how to iterate the data series items. So let's suppose value in series 1. So what it will do, it will fetch each value of series 1 into value, and then we will check if the value is greater than this quantile value, quantile underscore value, then we will simply print this value, otherwise we will skip for other values we need not to print. So this will be the for loop to print all the values that are greater than the 75th percentile value. okay, so this is your actual practical. This is there are only 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 line of code, but the explanation is very detailed, so that you can understand the concept. Remember this value. We will write the code in Python editor in next step, and we will see what will be the value for the 0.75th quantile. We will see, but it will verify our formula also. and what will be the final value of the print value will be 85 and 100, because these are the two values that are greater than the 75th quantile. We will write the code using the same example and see how it works or whether our logic is correct or not. Okay, so I am opening the Python editor now. So here is our Python editor, and I am going to write the code here. So remember, so first we need to import pandas as pd, then import numpy as np, then what we will do, np dot array, we will create some array. Let's suppose np dot array. To create the series object, we will pass the values that we have already seen. 12, we are taking the example that I have explained so that it will be verified also. 56, 100, and then you will create the series object. Let's suppose series 1, and then you can create the series object. If you don't know how to create the series object from the numpy array, please go and see my last video in this playlist. Here there we have I have explained. Now we will calculate the quantile value. Quantile value, that is equals to series 1 dot quantile, and we are interested in 0.75 quantile because we are to calculate the 75th quantile. Okay, so we are passing 0.75. If you pass 0.25, then it will calculate the 0.25 quantile. If you pass 50, then it will calculate the median. If you get the 75, then it will calculate the 75th quantile. Okay, so that now we will iterate. Now we will print this quantile value so that you can see that 75th quantile is we are printing quantile value. Now we will filter the quantile values that are greater than this quantile value. Okay, so for, let's suppose I am iterating. If you don't know how to iterate the series object, please go and revise your for loop concept. If, because everything cannot be explained here, if the value is greater than quantile value, then only we are printing this value. Print this value, that is our value, and equals to, I am using the space so that it can be seen in single line. Print values that are greater than 75th quantile. Okay, now we will run this. I hope you are able to see this code. Now so this is how you will write this code, and now I think you will be able to see it. Here you can see the code that we have already solved. So what should be the value? Output should be what? 81.75 for the quantile value. And what are these values that are greater than 81.75? 85 and 100. So these two things should be in the output. Let me run this code. So I will go and click on run button. Here it is, 81.75 and 85 and 100. So here you can see the value 81.75 and 81.75 and 85 and 100. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the quantile and use this function to get the quantile values. Let's suppose you want to calculate the 50th quantile, then what should be the value? If you want to calculate the 50th quantile, then you will pass 0.50, and you can guess what will be the value of the 50th quantile, or you can say median. Median calculation, I have already told you the formula. Sort the data frame. Sorting will be 112, 42, 56, 72, 85 and 100. Now n equals to 6. You want to calculate the median. Q equal to 0.50 is median actually. So median is n is equal to 3. It is a even number, so there will be 2 median. 2 values are falling between, so we will calculate the median by applying this formula directly. So whatever the value we will get will be the median. 64. So 64 should be the answer. Okay, so let me run this and see is it working. Here it is 50th quantile. Change this. If I am just for demonstrate, I am showing 64.0. okay. Similarly, you can calculate the 0.25 quantile by passing 0.25. What will be the value of the 0.25 quantile? You can calculate by applying the formula I have told. So what was the formula? First arrange into the ascending order: 12, then 42, then 56, then 72, 85 and 100. Formula was n minus 1 into q plus 1. N is where it is 6, q is you want to calculate 0.25, so you are just passing n 6 minus 1 into 0.25 plus 1. We are finding the term value, so 5 into 0.25 plus 1, 5 5 25, 5 ja what, 1.25 plus 1, that is 2.25. now we will the term value, then you will apply the formula T1 plus T2 minus T1 into B. So B is here what, 0.25. T1 is what, second term is what here, 42, or T2 is what, third term, second term's next term is, so 56 is T2. So put here, so 42 plus 56 minus 42 into 0.25, and here it will be 56 minus 42 is what, 8 or 6, it will be 14 into 0.25, and 14 into 0.25 you will calculate, and it will be around 4.50 plus 42, so it is 46.50 should be the value. Okay, so let's see what is the value by running this. $45.5. We have made some mistake, I think. 42 plus, you might have made some mistake might be possible if in calculation. 56 minus 42, 8 or 6, 14 into 25, 5 for the 0, 2, and then 5 and 5 or 6, here it is 5.6, and here it will be 0, 4 and 4.40. You will find there might be some calculation mistake, otherwise it would be correct. I got the mistake. Multiplying 0.25 into 14 will result into 3.40. It was wrong, so here we need to change 3.50, 3.40, and we will get the 45 point. Okay, so this is how you can calculate, and here it is also getting 45.5. This is how you can calculate the various quantiles using Python function. You should note this function and execute in your Python editor. That's all in this video. Thank you so much.